Welcome to another film breakdown. It's going to be a tough one. Duke, Carolina, the Cormac Ryan game, 31 points. UNC beat Duke 84-79. We're going to get right into it. Again, condensed game here. So we're going to go right into it. UNC just popped Duke in the mouth early, and Duke never was able to even take the lead once in this game. And so there's going to be more videos of this game that I'm going to do. I'm going to start clipping individual performances like Filipowski, just certain key moments in games by players. I'm going to start clipping and posting, kind of like this film breakdown, but for individuals. So there'll be clips from this game, is what I'm getting at, for individual player breakdowns. We're going to go right into it. Jared McCain, tough game for him defensively. He was getting picked on by UNC all night. Started from the jump. Harrison Ingram, as he got to where he wanted to be, does the little too little thing. I get it. It's very popular in basketball, probably one of the most outdated celebrations, but you're going to see a lot of it in this. Not a bad move by Filipowski there. Good little turnaround. That's a high percentage shot for Flip, and I live with that. That's a good move. Good fake to get Baycott off. And right there, like that is one that he's got to hit. Like I'm gonna nitpick a little bit in this breakdown, but that's one you got. You got to hit. You got to hit. Like you're right there. You're 7 foot. It's a floater. Got to hit that. UNC out and running. And once Cormac saw that one go in, that's all he needed. That's all he needed. Talk shit to the fans. Carolina break, baby. Pitch ahead. McCain had to stop RJ Davis. RJ Davis had 9 points. Duke did a good job of stopping RJ Davis and everybody else for UNC. It was a weird game, right? Like you saw it against NC State. Duke let DJ Burns go off with 27. Nobody else went off. Same with UNC. I think Cormac Ryan had 31 and nobody else had double figures. Maybe Harrison Ingram. Maybe. But besides Cormac Ryan, I'm looking right now. Harrison Ingram had 14. Cormac Ryan had 31. Baycott, RJ Davis had 9. If you told me RJ Davis and Armando Baycott were going to have single digits, I would have thought Duke was going to win this game. But Cormac Ryan had 1.6 points per possession this game. Shot it lights out. That goes in for Mark Mitchell, but that's just a low percentage shot. Made me nervous. Went in. But you see how, like, early in the game where Duke's having to, even their miss that you don't see, how contested their makes are. Like, there's 2 guys contesting that shot for Mark Mitchell, and you just saw Cormac Ryan have a wide open 3, he hit back-to-back to make it 10-2 before that. Just had open looks. And then simple, Harrison Ingram, one-on-one. He's crafty, man. That's great defense by Proctor too, but Ingram got to a spot. I mean, that is a great contest. No foul, just off the glass. That's a spot. Good defense by Proctor. What killed Duke at UNC last meeting, live ball turnovers. You cannot let this happen. Rip. Dagger. 3 threes in 3.5 minutes. 15-4, like that. Oh, boy, that sucks. Because I think UNC started 5 for 5 from the field, and I think they finally got their one miss was that Cormac Ryan layup, and then they get a steal immediately afterwards, and then Cormac Ryan hits a 3. Like that's winning basketball that UNC did right there early in the game. And yes, there's 16 minutes ago in the first half, very early, but you're behind the 8 ball 15-4 immediately at home. Right, straight line drive for Cadeau. And so right here, I went a little too far. Sorry, you guys see the celebration. Like Roach is going under. He's goes scouting report. Don't go over a ball screen with Cadeau. Go under because he can't shoot. Sean Stewart is way too far out. He's out of position immediately. And I'm not even sure the coverage there. Straight line drive and just no help. No help. I'm not sure if Sean Stewart was icing the ball screen because he definitely wasn't in drop coverage. And that's just too easy. I mean, there's not really anything else Jeremy Roach could have done because nobody was help side. Here, dribble handoff, switching, Sean Stewart. Good D. Good defense. Sean Stewart, I think he only played 7 minutes because he had 4 fouls, but right there is good defense by Sean. RJ Davis is really good ISO. Good help. Just too late, and then Duke gets put on a poster. Couple things here. A couple things in this possession. So it's good defense by McCain, but McCain right there gets beat. So now it's a straight line drive by Davis. Ryan Young steps over. Proctor's got to go immediately. He's got to take that step right now to take off Washington. Also, Sean Stewart needs to get below the ACC logo. And that is only for this certain instance because he's guarding Withers, and Withers is 2 of 13 from 3 on the season. He had a great game. Cormac Ryan had 31, but this dude had 6 points and 8 rebounds off the bench, 4 offensive rebounds. I complimented Duke against NC State with their bench guys getting offensive rebounds. Withers did a hell of a job for UNC and was sneakily the player of the game for them. But he doesn't shoot threes. So, Sean Stewart, you just got to dive down and crash. Instead, too late, and then 3 guys, including Sean Stewart here because he's trying to get the block, just are going to be on the poster. So good hedge, get back, size them up, beat, poster. It's tough, man. Defense is hard, but you got it. You got to be quick, and you just got to be kind of like common sense. Like you're guarding a guy's 2 of 13 from 3. He's not going to step out and shoot that 3. Drop off. Good defense by Proctor, and this is impressive. 4th dunk of the season. Got that pretty easy. I know his adrenaline had to be going crazy. I wish it was 21-10 Duke with that dunk and not 21-10 UNC, but it is what it is. McCain, look, he gets to his spot, man. When Jared McCain gets to his spot, just go ahead and change the scoreboard. Go ahead and put 12 points for Duke right here. I mean, he's talented offensively, dude. He's talented. He was getting picked on defensively. Good defense by Mark Mitchell. But this was the story of the game for Duke, too. Like, block. Just could not get it. Good sweep through, fade away by Ingram. I mean, that's just – that was beautiful. That's a good ball. But Duke gets a block, and it just happens to go right to Ingram's hands. Sweep through, dribble, fade away to separate from TJ Power. Good move. Good defense, good rotation. Everything looks good. Now it's just one-on-one. Switching this. Roach. Cadeau cannot shoot threes. We knew that from the last scouting report last time we played him. Feet are above the three-point line on a guy that can't shoot. What is he going to do when you crowd him? When you crowd Cadeau, what is he going to do? He's going to go to the rim. Sag off. Short close on Cadeau. Cadeau cannot shoot. He cannot shoot. And we're playing him as a shooter, and he just rips through. Simple rip through. He's quick. Gets in the paint. That's just you got to trust the scout. You got to trust the scout. Big offense rebound, 3, missed. Good putback by Flip. But that was a good look by Proctor. And now a little thank you by RJ Davis. Again, RJ Davis did not play well. RJ Davis, I have synergy up right here. RJ Davis had the worst points per possession by any player in the game last night. He was at 0.60. Anything close to 1 is really good. Over 1 is really damn good. And Cormac Ryan was 1.6. RJ Davis was 0.60. So he played terrible. He played terrible at Duke offensively. And yet UNC escaped with the win. Just it's frustrating, man. Frustrating. I still believe in Duke. You know I've been optimistic, but just it was very frustrating to see some of the stuff. Right? Like way too easy. Way too easy. So here we go. Guard to guard exchange. So Proctor is now going to switch off with McCain. Like Flip is guarding Harrison Ingram. So he can't really I wish he would bump this a little bit with Ingram. Instead, he's hugging him a little too much. And Proctor is guarding Trimble I would have liked Proctor to try and shoot underneath here. If he could have shot underneath, that would have been nice. Like if he could shot underneath this handoff, go underneath, flip, and meet him on the other side. Instead, he tries to go over top, leads to a wide open layup, uncontested. Just man, it's just frustrating. Connect here. So you need to go over the top because RJ Davis. Good job by Proctor. But now, as I've showed with Duke's guards, RJ Davis has Proctor on his hip, and he can control exactly where Proctor's going to go. He does just that. He does just that and hits that floater. That's a pro move, a very good move by RJ Davis. Good floater. That rim needs to be investigated, by the way. Both teams had the friendliest rolls I've ever seen. I've seen friendly rolls in Cameron, but last night was bonkers. Proctor wide open. Got to hit those. Big shot. Duke battled, but damn, UNC just kept countering. That is tough. See, like that roll is unbelievable because Mark Mitchell deserves better on this possession. Probably should have shot that first one. Good defense. Good contest. Just don't know how that ball goes in. 10 seconds, Duke and pick and roll. Roach attacking the slow big man and Baycott gets his first bucket of the game. A much needed bucket for Roach. Here, dude, this makes me want to scream. As good as Duke has been on the glass and everything for the last month and a half since the year 2024, this is so unacceptable, dude. Like contest, awful shot, leads to an air ball, 2 points. Like what are we doing, boys? What are we doing? What are we doing? Go get it. Just look at Shire at the bottom of the screen. Watch just Shire right here. If that doesn't describe exactly how all of us were feeling in that moment, just good defense, force a bad fade away, and Proctor, just go get it. Duke off and running, Roach one-on-one, good swipe by Cormac. It was just one of those games for Roach, dude. He struggled, but it was almost an anomaly. I mean, look, senior nights, playing through senior nights at home, it sucks because you're out of rhythm and everything's just not basketball related. NC State went through it last week against Duke. Duke went through it against UNC. It's just a lot of the distractions. Roach wasn't on his game, and like Cormac Ryan would not do this again against Jeremy Roach. I guarantee one-on-one, Jeremy Roach is getting to the cup and scoring. If Duke plays UNC in the ACC tournament, I'm telling you that's going to happen again, and Jeremy Roach will score. Good hands by Flip. Pick and roll coverage. And this is good. Sometimes I don't like bigs leading a break, but Flip's pace right here, he got to a spot, and that's a good high percentage shot for Flip. Like, that's good. He was under control. That was a big bucket, good possession for Flip. He had 7 quick ones in the start of the second half, and they were much needed. Right here. Good little jab. Good. Flip's got to hit those threes, though. Like, he hits this one. That jab makes Baycott just a little bit, just enough space for him to shoot that. But Flip on the season is below average on open threes. He is shooting. I had it up on here. Give me a second. You should be proud of me with this. I had advanced stats here. Phil Palski, shot types. On unguarded shots, he's shooting 29% from the field. 29.8, 30% from the field on unguarded shots. You got to hit open ones, big fella. You are way too good to be shooting 30% from the field on unguarded attempts. This was huge. God, that was a beautiful shot by Roach. A big shot by Roach, and I thought Duke was going to just finally break through, and they obviously didn't. Here, Ryan Young is actually a good post defender, one-on-one. The refs were really letting Baycott just dictate where he was going to go, and I thought that was a cheap and one because you're letting a big man like Baycott here just use all of his leverage to get to a spot. Like, if you're going to let that go right there, then you got to let this go right here. Regardless, and one. UNC counters Duke. Jeremy Roach's 3 with this. Like that right there. I don't think that's enough contact if you're going to let Baycott dictate where he was going to go. Cannot get into anything. Oh, boy. Cannot get to anything, and that's what we live with. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Trying to get McCain open. Can't. They switch off to where Proctor's got it. Now Proctor uses Flip as a screener. Flip semi-rolls, but he also fades out. Proctor jumps way too early, blocks shot. And then Carolina doing what Carolina does, scoring in fast breaks. God, that sucks, dude. It was 48-43, and that's the look. I don't know why it plays this through again. This is not me playing this through. This is damn ESPN. Blame ESPN. And one more time, because let's just all live in misery of Cormac Ryan's game. Good move by Flip. Look, off the top of my head, this top 5 best finishing move by Flip in his 2-year career at Duke. Just ball fakes, nice spin, under control, big bucket when Duke needed it. Like, if I get that Flip consistently, man, I'm telling you, this Duke team would be like really like special. He's got it. You're just there. You're there. All right, right here. So post entry, McCain, just go. Go. Why are you hesitating to go right now? Because Flip is sealed. Flip is screwed. Seal, swing, swing. That's what UNC did right here. Baycott looking to seal. Sealed, swing, and then the post. So instead of swing, swing, it's swing to the post. McCain, go. Instead, he hesitates, and now you're underneath into the semicircle. It's too easy. It's too easy. Go, go, go. Trimble's in the corner, sure. If they throw that skip, you can still get out there and close out. That's way too deep of a skip pass. You live with it. That you don't live with this where Baycott's wide open. Go, go. And also, Mark Mitchell, drop down more because, again, you're guarding a post player that can't shoot threes. Like, drop. Too easy. Like, that's what happens. That's what happens. UNC had so many easy buckets last night, and when you give a team that many easy buckets, they're going to start hitting hard shots because they're just in rhythm and they're that confident. Good D by Flip. I mean, Cormac Ryan blown by Jared McCain. That cannot happen. Like, as good as Jared McCain is offensively, he is the guy that teams look to pick apart defensively. It just is what it is. And right here, Cormac Ryan, known as a shooter, steps out, just a simple crossover, gets to a spot, goes in. And then I love him doing the too small celebration because, yes, Cormac Ryan, you're 25 years old. Jared McCain's 18. Therefore, when you were a senior in high school, if you are playing AAU, you're playing against 11-year-olds. 18 versus 11-year-old. So, yes, he is too small because he's 18 and you're 25. I get it. You had a career game, but let's relax. Like, you're older than everybody that's in the screen right now. You're older than all of them. Scramble drill, massive shot by Proctor. Duke needed it, cut it back single digits, hoping for a little run, still a 7-point game. Everything's okay. Like right here, I don't know what Ryan Young is supposed to do right here when you let Baycott just dictate with his elbows where he's going. Spin, he can't get there. Can't get there. Right there. Elbow to the back of the head on Ryan Young. But it's fine because now Ryan Young has a post player into the deep corner trying to size him up. And that's good defense by Ryan Young. That's bad defense by Jared McCain. Catch and shoot with a guy that's hot as hell right now. Just cannot let that happen. It's a fake flare screen for RJ Davis. So Cormac Ryan's open. Maybe it's not even Jared McCain. You could argue that it's Proctor, a little miscommunication because Duke switches guard to guard. And though it wasn't a guard to guard screen because he flared it, he slipped it. There's miscommunication. Cormac Ryan hits it. Back up 10. Thinking Duke's going to knock down that door, and then Cormac Ryan's there. And then here's just tough. That's unlucky. That's unlucky for Roach there because I don't know what he could have done. He's chasing RJ Davis, and he makes, I think it's Harrison Ingram, pick up the ball, and he's just flying around, loses his footing right there because nobody can plant and cut that quick. It's just a good take by RJ Davis up now. They were up 12, now they're up 7 again. Now Duke is playing ball screen coverage. Good. Make him pick up the dribble. Flip. Just too slow right here. Just that's not – Flip is not a bad defender. Like, honestly, he's not terrible when he's playing post players that are true fives. But when he gets switched on a guy like Harrison Ingram's going to get to a spot. That's what makes Harrison Ingram such a tough cover is because a Jared McCain, Tyrese Proctor are too small against him. He's too quick for a Filipowski, which you'll see right here. Just gets Filipowski immediately. Catch and rip. Catch and go. Gets Filipowski to bite. Filipowski's gone right here. Out of position. Under control by Harrison Ingram. Tough shot. Really good player. I really like Harrison Ingram's game. Just, you see it again. Blow by. Filipowski tries to make up for it. Overdoes it. Tough shot by Ingram. Duke's down 9 now. Trying to get McCain a look. Filipowski. Hey, that's a big shot. That's a big shot. 6-point game with 3:30 left. And then right here. Block. That was not it. I thought it was the shot clock violation one. Right here is the dagger. This destroyed me. Because this is what happens when you give a shooter open looks early in the game to have a rhythm, and throughout the game his shots got harder and harder, but he kept hitting them because of the first 2 threes that he hit in the game wide open in the corner. I'm telling you. Like the shot he hit against McCain right there earlier, that was semi-contested, but he was in rhythm. And he's scoring off the dribble. Now here is good defense by Roach. Roach plays this perfectly. It's a flare screen out to Cormac Ryan and the empty side here, empty backside. And Ryan Young does a fantastic job of letting Jeremy Roach split this right here. So Roach is going to meet him at the spot, mano y mano. But Cormac Ryan has seen the ball go in so many times, it does not matter that Jeremy Roach is in his grill when he shoots this. Jeremy Roach is right underneath him, and that ball doesn't hit any part of the rim. You can't let shooters get hot. Once you let shooters get hot early and get a rhythm, you can be underneath them like that. It does not matter because that ball is going in right when it left his hands. And that deserves that reaction. I mean, look, it sucks as a Duke fan, but that's what happens when you let a white shooter get hot. TJ Power. Look, TJ Power came in at the end of the game and he did a little of his thing. Here is just this is what happens when you let them make easy shots and then they shoot the most difficult ones and they go in. That's game. That wrapped it up right there. If he would have missed that, Duke would have had a chance. Could have made it to 78-74, 78-75. Instead, Cadeau, who cannot shoot from 3, he technically makes this a 2, but I mean, just nothing you can do at that moment. And that's what happens. Like that, look, the loss sucks. The loss sucks. But at the end of the day, I think Duke is fine. It just sucks because it's senior night. It's Duke UNC. You've already lost the first one against UNC, and then you lose to them again at home. I get it. But Duke swept UNC last year 2-0 and then lost in the second round against Tennessee. So who knows? Like, who knows what this Duke team can do? I still have faith in this Duke team. I think Duke will be fine. I really do. I'm excited to see them in the ACC tournament, and then I'm excited to see where they get lined up in March Madness. Like if Duke's in Purdue's region, I love Duke. I really, and if they're the one. Houston scares me. Arizona, is Arizona? I can't remember who the other ones would be, but I know Houston's one. I do not want Houston. I do not want UConn. So give me Purdue. And that does it, man. I appreciate you guys getting me to 100 subscribers. Truly was awesome. I really appreciate it. Hoping to get to 200 here in a little while. So thank you guys for watching my videos. Continue to like and subscribe. That's fantastic. I really appreciate it. And stay tuned for some player breakdowns. I'm really excited to do those as well. So until next time.